is no secret trick on how to save money fast. It all comes down to the little changes and little behaviors that you change to ensure that your overall savings is affected. Today, I want to share with you 5 best and efficient ways or fast ways that you can fast track your savings or even save more for this month that could help you in the long run. Hi, I'm Cassie and this is Cash in Hand, a platform for individuals and entrepreneurs who are looking to level up their personal finance, take charge of their income, decrease their debt, and build wealth. Now, the number one way that I ultimately fast track my savings or ensure that my savings are being deposited every month is automating my savings every payday. Just like a bill, you treat your savings as a bill and you put that money there straight away. Sometimes it will be best even if you set up a direct debit or standing order for that amount that goes through your account every month without you having to think about it. Because sometimes when we think about it, we look for ways that we can avoid sending the total amount or even decrease it of some sort. And so one way that we can help ourselves with that is to automate it. So as soon as you get paid, if you get paid, for instance, on the 1st, you ensure that on the 1st, 500, 200, 100 pounds leave your account straight into your savings account without you having to consider it at all. And that would ultimately fast track your savings. It's one of the ways that I got into the habit of saving more, because I knew that if I was to physically transfer it myself, after checking all the things that I want to buy, I'll probably never save a penny. There's less temptation to stop you or prevent you from doing so. And so review your budget and see how much money you can commit to your savings every single month and just automate it and see how your life becomes so easy. In addition to automating your savings, one thing that you can do is to round up your purchases. So rounding up your purchases to the nearest pound and saving up that coins or that excess funds ensures that your money unknowingly is being saved in pennies, and that can, add up to a huge amount at the end of the year or even at the end of maybe 2 to 3 years to come. Most apps like Moneybox and other apps that I know of offer that chance for you to be able to do that unknowingly. So if, for instance, you buy something for £9 1 pence, it would save the 90 pence 99, and basically what it means is that you've bought something for £10 without knowing. And sometimes it's really good because you buy something and maybe it's £1.50 and it saves the extra £50 for you, so it's £2 and you don't see it leave, but that times maybe 10 payments you make in that day, that would round up to maybe £5, for that day that you've saved up. And if you fast track that for a month, that's a lot of money that you've saved up without knowing for yourself. One of the greatest ways to give your savings a boost or a roundup, especially if you're looking to save money unknowingly. So sometimes if the rounding it up to a pound works best for you, you could round it up to the nearest £5, the nearest £10, and as much as you think you can consider. And that is one of the best ways to do it. I'm trying to do that this year to see how much I can save unaware and see how best it helps with my savings. So you could ultimately do that if you want. Just download some of these apps to help you, and there's always a way to save more, even if it's just the pennies. Another amazing way to save more or fast track your savings is to eliminate one monthly expense every single month to see how best you can put that money to better use. It could be that £10 subscription fee for that movie box that you probably don't even watch anymore, or for that streaming site you don't use anymore. It could be that £10 that you spend on your morning coffee or your morning breakfast that you could eliminate for this month and try and make some oats or fruits or a smoothie every morning to eat. It could be that daily lunch thing that you buy at lunch after eating your main lunch meal. It could be something that you do every single time that it's become a habit of yours, but you don't actually necessarily need it. And so sometimes at work you may even have lunch for yourself, but then an hour or two after your lunch you go down to the shops and you buy a drink and some snacks and all of these things. £5, that's every day that's leaving your account. Eliminate that amount and save it and see how well it would help you with your finances. You can even push that until you are saving at least £50 a month, and that is an amazing way to save money, especially in these times. Chances are that you won't even miss spending that money, and you'll be surprised at the difference it makes in your long-term savings if you only do it. It would really, really help you. Just that £10, forgetting about it and making sure that it's still going towards that. Another way that I do this that unaware is that if, for instance, I was paying a debt down that took about £150 from my account every month, once I'm done paying that sort of debt or done paying that loan or done paying that credit card purchase, what I do is that I constantly put that money towards my savings, so the same amount, because if I was able to live without it before a month, I would be able to live without it this month as well. And ultimately, I put that towards my savings as well. So every day, my savings are getting a boost from the little things or the little changes that I make. And so making sure that that sort of eliminating that one expense and putting that towards your saving would be one of the biggest decisions that you make for your savings ever. Now, while some of your expenses, such as your mortgage and your rent, might seem non-negotiable, you might be able to find some wiggle room with some of your other expenses. For instance, your phone bill or your car insurance, or your energy bills, or even your broadband. There are ways that you can negotiate them to bring it down a notch and save that extra that comes off of it. For instance, for me personally, I used to pay £80 for my phone bill with AE. And what I realized was that I didn't need a new phone this year because my phone was in very, very pristine condition. And so what I opted for was that I opted for a SIM-only contract just with them as well. And that pushed my bill down to about 80% less, because I was paying for every 2 years I was getting a new phone and it was increasing. The amount I was paying was increasing. But because I brought it down, I've saved 80% of that amount to ensure that now I'm paying about £25 for my all-inclusive unlimited everything. And it's an amazing way to save money, because now that money that I was paying before for that phone bill, I can put it towards my savings or towards better use that could push my savings even more. And so this month, look to negotiate one of your bills. It could be your broadband. Maybe you're using Virgin or BT or something that you can negotiate and opt for something less pricier. Or even if it's just your energy that you want to switch into another energy bill, make sure you're looking for ways to bring down your expenses so that you can increase your savings more. Doing some comparisons and finding better rates might be time consuming, but in the long run, it would help you save some coins. Another awesome way to up your savings or even get some money to put towards your savings is using the reward schemes and cashback schemes that most banks and most purchases offer you. So, for instance, I bank with Santander mainly for my usual normal checking account. And one thing that they offer is that they offer cashback on some stores that they partner with. So, for instance, there are months where they might offer a cashback or a 10%, 20% cashback for maybe Pretty Little Thing or ASOS or Co-op or Sainsbury's or some shop like that. And what that means is that basically for that month, if you buy anything from that shop, it will round up your amount for that month and offer you a cashback on that amount that you can put towards something. So you could save it or spend it on an extra thing. So that is one way that I'm upping my savings. So I look for every month they put new shops and new companies there. Sometimes it's restaurants, it's clothing shops, it's food shops, it's so many things. Especially in these times, they're trying to help local businesses grow as well. So they're offering that for local businesses. And so just check your banking app. I know NatWest offer that as well. I'm not sure what other banks offer that, but if not just with the banks, some shops themselves offer that cashback guarantee that if you spend this amount, we will decrease it to that amount or give you a cashback for a certain amount. These are little perks and little schemes that you can use to help yourself navigate through shopping and your daily expenditure, because these are times that we're all trying to save the best that we can, the little pennies that we've got. And so look for ways that Sainsbury's, Asda's or Lidl's are offering those things for you. You know, some shops as well provide a card for you that if you spend a certain amount, they reduce the price for you or they give you a cashback. These are all little things that you can use to help yourself manage and control your expenditure. I'm not saying that because they're offering a cashback for a certain amount, you should go all out. That is not what I do. But for instance, when I mentioned the Santander one, what they do is that it's just there, whatever amount you spend, there is no cap, no amount that you have to spend or nothing at all. It just says that whatever you spend, we're going to give you a cashback of 10%, and that's good enough for me, or 20%, and that's really good enough for me, because some of these shops are shops that I usually shop from anyway, and so having that perk would really help me to save that little coin. Even that £2 or that £10 for that month can go a long way to pay for a certain bill or help me save more and put more towards my savings goals. Understand that there are so many ways or hacks that you can put in place to ensure that you're saving a little bit more each month. These are just 5 of the options that I'm doing at the moment. Now, if I'm able to encounter more or do more, I'll bring it to you guys so that you guys can also learn and put it to good use. Now, if you've got any more tricks and hacks and tips for us, please leave them in the comment down below. Like this video and share with a friend and a family. And please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.